Hello everybody. I would like to share with you this resume that was shared with me by a student of mine. This person wanted to apply to a junior position that involves camera software and computer vision. And I wanted to use this session and this video to just present the resume and a couple of things that I think they could have done better. And before we start, maybe take a moment to look at the resume. Here's the education section. See if you find something that kind of jumps out that needs to fix. Here's the experience. You can see in the bottom technical skills and projects. So here's my review of the resume. Okay? The first thing about the resume is that resume needs to be personalized. Now, this person has applied for a position that is involving developing of camera software. It's very unclear from this resume how this person actually would be suitable. So the first thing is that this resume is not personalized. So that's one. Now, couple of other things here, maybe to highlight, is in this section you can see Master of Science Computer Science, Bachelor of Technology. Sometimes it's good to add maybe a bit more. It doesn't need to be like an SAT scores because that's coming in. But if you focused on something or was really interested in something during school work or made some accomplishment or if done some, I don't know, like independent work or something, might be good to highlight here, especially if it makes you more suitable for that position. The next thing I want to talk about is this part. So if you're familiar, there is something that's called the STAR. STAR is situation, target, action, results. When you read those bullets, it's very unclear what the student actually done. Like I have no idea. I see like a ServiceNow integration, but I don't really know the context of this. Was that a gaming company? Was that, I don't know, healthcare? No idea. So I would say use STAR here. So when you are trying to describe to someone something new, like bullets that they might not be familiar with what you've done, the way to do it is start with the situation. Maybe what was the project? I don't see it here. What were you doing in the project? Then say the target. So what was the gap? What was the problem that you tried to fix? Again, like for example, here it says integrate automation framework, but maybe the problem could have been described a bit better. Then action, what have you done? There's a lot of actions here. And the result. What was the result? And make it measurable if possible. Now, when it's measurable, make sure that it's measurable in a way that is, of course, favorable to you. Otherwise, might be best to be left out. Let's continue. So, in this line, there is develop an integrated Python script with tools like ServiceNow using REST API for end-to-end zero-touch automation solution. What were those Python scripts? One of the things reading this resume, as somebody who would read this as a hiring manager, are you like a code monkey? So just, somebody who just writes code because they're told to? Or are you like an engineer, someone who's like deeply understand problems and use technology to solve them? As I read this is unclear, so it's very hard for me to position in my head. Is this person that I'm looking at, would I consider them as like a software engineer or more like a code monkey? Be very wary of looking like a code monkey. You want to make sure that you look like you really like solve problems and deeply understand issues. This is the second one. Streamline 20 plus data operations by employing login scripts and SQL for data management to integrate automation framework. I'm reading this and I'm thinking like, so what? Have you saved something significant here? Maybe it was a low impact work. I have no idea how to evaluate what you've done and if it was important or not important. I don't know. Maybe it was just like SQL script that you just wrote in like a day. No idea. This bullet is very vague, and I think this is a repeated theme. So for example, it says enhance system efficiency by server-client integration in cross-functional teams. Downsize solution delivery timeline. What does that mean? I don't know exactly. Yeah, I see some like server-client integration, but maybe downside solution. Not sure exactly what this bullet mean. Like what exactly have you done here? Another thing maybe to highlight here, this goes back again to like maybe the concern, like is this like a high-level software engineer? Reduce test duration by scripting 50 plus test cases. Was that like maybe a QA work, like that you just, I guess, wrote some unit test? Maybe it's important, but I don't know if it should be highlighted as like bullet number 4. One more thing, by the way, reading this resume is I think that it might be better with like larger bullets. I'll give some example, but maybe larger bullets instead of having like 6 bullets each one line, but you don't really kind of get the grasp of what exactly happened here. This is another example. Manage $5,000 budget, achieving 10% cost saving via resource allocation. So you basically saved $500 as I read it. I don't know, is that like something you want to make it as a bullet? Not sure if this is the thing that you want to highlight. One more thing here, you can see fostering seamless cross-team communication. I mean, it kind of sounds like program management. Like you're like facilitating cross-team communication, I think. How is that relates to a Python developer? Not sure. Also, I think if you're more on the junior side, people expect you, again, more to be like excellent communicator, which usually means like design docs or maybe presentation. This seems to be more like, I guess, connecting people. Not sure. It's also not sure exactly in the context of what this was done. One more thing here is you see elevated team productivity by spearheading agile methodologies adoption and reinforcing version control with GitHub. This is, again, going back to the Python development, you want to highlight the fact that you were like a productive team member. You want to highlight the fact that you were a good collaborator and a good communicator. I'm not sure that I would put that as a bullet by itself. Because again, the point is like you're a Python developer, you're not like a Scrum Master or something like that. So it's best to focus on that. So just to give you maybe how I would approach that. So if I was to write, let's say 3 bullets, and again, this is kind of not what this user was written, but this is maybe what I would do. I would say something like maybe developed hardware accelerated automations, led to the integration of Python scripts with ServiceNow via REST API to automate backend processes for a gaming platform so people kind of understand what it is. Utilizing GPUs and shared memory technologies. So think about again, like you're applying to like a hardware role or kind of a mixed hardware. If you've done something that touches hardware, you want to highlight this. And maybe say the benefit, like this approach dramatically increased system responsiveness and processing speed, essential for high demand real-time gaming environments. Something like that. That would make a bullet. I kind of made it up. I don't know if it was a gaming or something else, but this is maybe to give you maybe a thought about how this could be achieved. And the technical skills. So this position that this person is applying to, as I manage, this is like software development for like a camera stack, including like computer vision stack and stuff like that. I see like 2 things here that I'm not sure exactly if that would be helpful. Remember, you don't wanna be like jack of all trades, master of none. You want to show that you're suitable for that position. There is a lot of like web here, like React Router and stuff like that, Next.js, Node.js. I'm not sure if this is going to be too helpful for that position. And as you add more, you just, again, look maybe less expert in the other parts. And another thing in the technologies and the platform, again, going from like web scraping and other things, Ruby, I see like a lot of things here. Probably you want to trim that down to make sure that this is going to be more suitable. I like the fact that there are two projects. I've seen many people with like 5 different projects across like a year. That just shows that none of them was serious. So I like the fact that it's 2. One thing here is like when I see the date, April, I mean, was that just a few weeks worth of project? Maybe it was an internship. I don't know. Maybe it was part-time. Doesn't say anything. Do you have any proof? Do you have any code? Something? It's hard for me to evaluate this context. And again, there's many bullets here. Like, say you're reading this one, right? Polyglot pathway, engineered React and Next.js application featuring language learning capabilities for engaging cross-device educational experience. Okay? Utilize React's component-based architecture, scalable UI development, and next. I'm not sure exactly what was the problem that you're solving, and since this was few weeks, I would assume maybe you were focusing on some problem. Again, not sure. Lots of buzzwords like streamlined state management and stuff, but think about the person reading this. Maybe they're kind of tired. They're just, okay, what have you done, and kind of what were the highlights of this? And it needs to be clear what have you done. This is another example, like in the other bullets, like improve 35% data retrieval speed. Cool, so you worked on like some latency. By optimizing user experience for over 150 users during peak trading periods. Now, okay, but what have you done? How did you discover that? What was the process? Is this bullet relates to the other bullets, like to the integrated message broker system by incorporating Redis? Or maybe not? This was not about the data volume? It's unclear. Like I don't understand. How did you even discover this optimization? What have you done? Like it's very unclear. So I hope that you find this resume review useful. I do hope the student that sent me this resume has found it. If you like this video, my name is Itai, and this is Itai on Software. You are welcome to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you have a cool resume, please do comment, and I'll try and take a look and make a video out of it. Thank you very much.